Hey, what's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today I don't feel like trying. And that might sound really weird as a way to say something, but it's the truth. I don't feel like actually playing Hearthstone today. So that sounded a lot worse than I meant it to sound. But basically, what I'm getting at is I'm playing Big Shaman. The brain turn off, click thing go boom, and yeah. Anyways, with that being said, let's get the first one. All right. All right. So first game, that's why my whole client crashed. Yeah, fun times. Well, we have the dream turn 4. If this is aggro, this turn 4 should win us the game. All right. Sorry, I'm taking down my hair. Oh man, I hope everyone's doing pretty good. You know, I feel like I don't check in with you guys as much as I should. So, of course, I'm not playing against. Fuck me instead. Yeah, I feel like as of late I haven't really been checking in with you guys. So, I figured we might as well check in a little bit today. So I hope you guys are all doing great. You know, I hope you guys are living your guys' best lives. Am I playing against like OG Big Priest? Because then this is like really bad, but until we know what we're playing against perfectly, I think I do this and I go with these. I think that's a slightly better play. But this looks like OG Big Priest, so this is going to be fun. I wanted to talk about a couple other things. I guess I'll start with, I hope everybody has a beverage. Currently drinking myself a nice cold brewski. Got back from playing Magic a little bit ago. Wanted to relax a little bit, you know. I watched some YouTube, vibe a little bit. But, did pretty good at Magic today. I went 2-1. 2-0 round 1 against Death Shadow. 1-2 against Belcher. Turns out turn 4 Natty Belcher is just good enough most of the time. It was like turn 1 Lotus Bloom, turn 2 Counterspell, turn 3 Counterspell, turn 4 Char Belcher kill you, and it's like, okay. It is what it is. And then the last round, I got down paired to a guy that was 0-2 and felt a little bad. He was like brand new to the game. He's like, yeah, this is my first time playing Modern. I'm like, and you had to hit the one person playing fucking Titan. I feel like a dick. Well, he's about to be upset. Let's... I should have done this first. Oops. Alright, we got there. Trade in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is prettieth good. Well, that sucks. That really sucks. The fact he had the second side. I should have probably traded. It's better than pushing 3 damage, and if he silenced Bloodlust was hopefully gonna just be good enough. Gavel cost 1. That's 2 spells in hand, right? I have to play this first. Let's just do this. Fuck it. There's no way he has more silence, right? Nah. Fake news. No more silence. I don't believe it. And if he does, I mean, fuck it to me. But yeah, so Modern went pretty good today. I got some store credit. Picked up a couple of my orders. that I had to finalize my Bria deck, my new Mothman build, as well as another deck. So I'm pretty happy with that. Here, let's do this. Next time we have Wall Over Lethal, right? If the Walking Fountain survives, we have Lethal. Let's finally beat that. We Omega beat that. Let's go. Okay. OG Big Breeze. Really? That's crazy. I haven't seen that deck in forever. But yeah, let's keep the next one. Because yeah, I'll see y'all there. Alright, Rogue. I wish I had that same start this time. It's more like this. Ancestral Call would be just such a huge hit. Alright, honestly, that's fine. Oh, it's fucking combo to sit here. Although, if it's the Edwin and I get Devolve, I am Omega chilling. Oh, yeah, there was one thing I wanted to talk about Modern today. It's super wild that I lost a Charbelcher, because at the store I play at, there's typically never a Charbelcher, but there's one guy that will show up once a month, and he'll play Charbelcher. And I had a feeling, like, I woke up this morning, and I was just like, I'm gonna queue into Charbelcher today. So I took out my collector oofs. They're currently sitting right here on this pile of cards, both of my collector oofs. I'm like, I want to put these in my board. I'll do it in a bit. And then I ended up getting distracted and started playing some video games. I'm like, oh fuck, I have to leave to school. And I completely forgot to put them into my deck. And then I walk into the room and I see the guy. And I'm like, I'm hitting him 1000% today just because I forgot to put my oofs in my deck. And oh my god. To be fair, realistically would not have mattered the way the games turned out. He countered my Green Suns anyways. So, realistically, it didn't matter. But it's just one of those things, you know, where it's like, when you can tell something bad's about to happen, and then it happens, and you're like, fuck. There's no way Reincarnate's the right play here, right? I want to say it is. Fuck it. I want him to be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if this is like some Quasar deck, or if this is just like combo of some sort. Ancestral off the top, let's go. Ancestral to the Devolve. This is telling me it's Alex. That's not it. Do I have anything that could nothing in my deck prevents it? Yeah. Yeah, I can't do anything here. If you have the second one, I mean, either has the second one or I'm just dead, right? Not 100% sure still what I'm playing against, but pretty high odds I'm just dead here. That's fine, I can beat that. Okay, Ancestral off the top. One time, deck. One time. One time. I hate this game. I hate this game. I fucking hate this game. Oh, well, it is what it is. But yeah, so... Oh, he's playing the board deck. Let's see if he has the APM to do it. He probably should. His turn is... We have a lot of time this turn. Oh well. Yeah, okay, he definitely has time. Actually, he has to wipe my whole ass board, right? I'm gonna be 2 damage off lethal, aren't I? I'm gonna be 2 damage off lethal. How the fuck is his rope not even started yet? I feel... He's at a minute and a half on his turn. I don't understand how his rope has not started yet, but I'm a little bit off anyways now. Oh, I had 5 burst in hand. Sucks that he had both secrets, and I didn't have the Ancestral Call. Because Ancestral was lethal. I just ripped a huge chunk of hair out of my skull. Just running my hand through my hair because it's been up all day, so it like... I feel like it loosens everything, if that makes sense. But... If I would have attacked last turn, this was 3, I could attack again this turn, this would be 2, so I could coin this out. But I guess I could hit, like, walking, kill that, kill this. Take 15, and I don't even have this on board anymore. It would have only been possible to win if I had this still in my deck, and I could have hit that. But even then, no, it's not, right? Is he just poke? Yeah, never mind. Oh, well, that was at least a really cool deck to lose to, you know? I've seen that deck before, and I'm perfectly fine losing that. That's pretty cool. Anyways, let's keep the next one. Alright. Another Shaman. Interesting. Probably aggro, if I had to guess. This deck is typically really, really good against aggro, so... alright. I do have another story to tell you guys about today. So, I'm pretty sure I've definitely talked about this. I've definitely bitched about how cold it is where I live. But yeah, at the moment, it is fucking freezing, to put it politely, where I live. When I say fucking freezing, currently I believe it's minus 21C or minus 22C. Conversion cold. Celsius to F. I'm really bad with Fahrenheit temperatures. So if it's minus 21 on the low end, that's minus 5 Fahrenheit. Almost minus 6. Minus 5.8. So I feel like everyone can understand that's cold as fuck. Right? And that's without the wind. With the wind, it's like minus 30, minus 35. Note, at minus 40 is when they even out. So, in other words, our fucking balls go back inside of our body, and like, basically your legs even fucking go inside. That's how fucking cold it is. So yeah. What happens is there's snow, obviously. We got a lot of fucking snow here, tell me about it. And snow and all, I don't really mind. Snow is snow. I'm used to dealing with it. Are you real? Well, how do they always have it? What's this fucking top deck for turn? And I draw a dead card? How's that fair? Same thing? No, of course I get Glugg now. So yeah. So, when there's snow, they salt the sidewalks so this way it prevents ice. When it gets this cold, salt in the sidewalks causes them to refreeze. So now it's solid fucking ice. The whole sidewalk is ice. Might not sound that bad for some of you. I fucking hate walking on ice. I should have done that in a different order, I'll be honest. But it should be fine. Ugh, weak bird. But yeah, so when it's super icy, I walk very carefully. I do what I can to make sure I don't croak on my way to school. Obviously, that makes sense. I have my laptop in my bag. There was a can of Monster on the side of my bag. Don't want to fall, have that explode, soak my laptop. Also, my pretty much fully full modder deck was in my bag. Another thing, I don't want to get wet. So to get to my school, I have to walk downhill. Right? There's walking from the metro to school is downhill. Walking back is uphill. Obviously. I'm going to continue this in the next game. Okay, so see y'all there. Warrior. I always forget that that hero portrait can be both Shaman and Warrior. Always fucks in my head. But yeah, getting back to it. So I'm taking my gingerly time, walking like I'm a 90-year-old grandmother, down this super fucking... when I say it's solid ice, I don't know how many of you guys watch hockey or know anything about hockey, but imagine a fresh Zamboni, cleaned ice rink. That's how slippery it is. So me, and there's two people in front of me, we're gradually, walking our way down, and we're trying, one, not to slip and kill each other, but, you know. Then there's this. I don't want to be mean, because I don't know what she was running to, but she was in a rush. She was... What's the politically correct term? I know I can't just call them fat fucks anymore, but a plumpy person. A professional eater. Let's go with that. Hopefully that doesn't get Twitter and everything mad at me. Professional eater. That's a good one. And she's in a rush. She gets to right next to me. First of all, this is a normal sidewalk. She takes up 3/4 of it. Again, I don't want to be mean, but I'm being 1000% honest. So I'm like, watch out, it's slippery. She's like, yeah. As she says, yeah, she fucking biffs it. Fucking slips, legs go in the air, fucking everything. As she's falling down, this bitch grabs my fucking backpack. I almost die. She almost takes out both people as she slides down this thing like it's a fucking hill and you're going sledding. I just looked at her when she gets to the bottom as I almost fucking croaked, right? The two people in front of me almost croaked, and we all simultaneously are just looking at her like, what the fuck, you psycho? And she gets up, she looks at it, she's like, watch where you guys are going, and then walks away. My fucking mind was so boggled, I just stood there, looking at the corner as she's walking, as she walks away, and I'm like, did this bitch just blame her being a fucking dumbass on me? Cause nah, that shit ain't gonna slide, brother. And oh my fucking god. First of all, one of the most terrifying experiences of my life. But fuck, man. It was... Bro, just think about it now is making me feel like I'm slipping and sliding everywhere. That's how unhinged that shit was. I'm dead. No, I have Devolve in my deck. Sure, let's do this. He's gonna valid me this turn. I need a top deck Devolve, and I'm good. But yeah. Oh, he doesn't actually have it? Crazy. Just do this, I guess. I'm gonna keep these in my hand. If he wants to board wipe, he can board wipe. This makes it so a Blade Storm doesn't quite kill him because of the off healths. So now he has Velen guaranteed. Right, he drew 2. He can't refresh. So I have 2 more draws at the... I should have put this on top of my deck. It was so much better than Thunderbringer. I'm an idiot. I deserve to lose here. It was so much better than Thunderbringer. Now I have a 1 in 10 chance of drawing it. Not good for me. Because yeah, I have exactly Devolve. I guess no, I have Devolve's Scalding Geyser. I'm a god gamer, I guess. The problem is they have ways to resummon the villain, right? If it dies here. He has a second one. Alright, we're going for a greedy play here. I'm hoping he plays the other villain. If not, I have Omega Lethal with this. He has to kill this. I loathe that card. There's no way the play there was not freeze. Smoking on his pack, fuck. Oh, all that wall telling an absurd story about how I almost fucking died today. Oh, it was great though. Class after that was fucking boring. Go figure, math class is always miserable. Anyways, we have time for 1 more game, so let's queue it up. Paladingo. So I can keep this with the prey. Fuck it. I'm gonna keep these 2. I think that's worth it. I think that's the correct play. But yeah. Also, random thing. If you guys want to know more, or you guys want more stories about me almost croaking, comment it down below. I may or may not have too many stories about me meeting my maker. I have a lot of them. I was never the sharpest tool in the shed, I'll be honest. Again, I can make fun of other people, I can make fun of myself. I feel like that's fair. But when I say I was never the sharpest tool in the shed, I am genuinely surprised I made it into my 20s. I thought there was 80+% chance I die at 18. Like, straight up. By the time I was 18, I probably almost died like 6 or 7 times. It's not a good thing. I'm just that dumb. Again, it sounds so weird to say, and I know there's so many people like, how? Look, I have been... Okay, I shouldn't say it that way. You know what? Fuck, I'm gonna say it that way. I've been basically hit by a bus, so let's just put it into perspective, right? Maybe that's a story we'll share tomorrow, because that was a fun and interesting time. That was a really fun and interesting time. God, I was a dumb child. To be fair, that was also not my fault. But if you guys would like to hear that story, comment it down below. And I have a whole bunch of other stories like that I can share about, again, me almost fucking croaking. Are you real? Fuck this game. Do this in case we hit Neptune again. Is this lethal? That's 12, yeah. Fuck, I'm good at this game. How can one player be so fucking good at this video game? I mean, I knew I was good. But, like, this feels next level skill. Like, how is this even fair for the other players? I love it. To be fair, I think Big Shaman is still one of the best decks in the game. I don't think anything really particularly comes close. Actually, let's talk about that. We'll play one more, just because I want to talk about this. And I'm pretty sure I say it every single time I fucking play Big Shaman. But if you guys want free wins, play this fucking deck. All right, you have like 2 bad matchups, if that, and even then, sometimes you just get them. But let's I want to give you guys my reasoning as to why. So let's queue up the one more game. I guess, yeah, I'll see you out there. All right. So, as I said, I kind of want to talk about my points of view when it comes to this deck. Because, again, I don't think I'm the only one, and I think there's a reason why there's still there's a select few people that still play this deck on ladder. I think it's because they know, right? I don't want to say it's like a well-kept secret, but I see Big Shaman on 0 tier lists. Whenever someone's like, oh, new best deck in the game, there is no deck, right? It's the same thing with Big Priest, and it's why I understand Big Priest got. You are a dirtbag, sir, and I hope you know it. My hand is so fucking bad. But, yeah, I don't want to say it's a well-kept secret, but it's the same thing with Big Priest. The decks, one, are not hard at all to play. Like, I think anyone could pick up Big Shaman and be fine. Straight up, I think anyone can pick up this deck and be fine. It's a really good draw. I can get it off next turn. That's pretty good. But yeah. It's also just one of those things where no matter what the meta is, if the meta's aggro, yo, hear me out. Turn 3 Muckmorpher with, or turn 4 Muckmorpher, or turn 4 Muckmorpher into Walking Fountain, into Give It Reborn, wipe his board. There's no decks in the game that are beating that. Right? Straight up, not a single deck in the game beats that. Especially not an aggro deck. So it's one of those decks that kind of gets a free matchup there. And they get a free matchup, you know, if you're playing against a slow deck, and they're, especially right now where people queue into Shaman, and they're assuming you're either playing Shudderwalk or you're playing aggro. So they'll keep their small board wipes. Right? Sick, your small board wipe does fuck all against my Neptulon. And your small board wipe does fuck all against my Walking Fountain. Especially early on. So it's one of those things where, no matter what the meta is, these decks just have a potential of robbing a game. And, again, I think that's perfectly fine. If there is a good deck in the format, that's fine. And I would rather there be good decks in the format than every single deck be trash, obviously, right? No one wants to play a format where every single deck feels like shit. I don't, you guys don't, I get it. Are you fucking real? Okay, this is your bad matchup, because they just have everything, all the time. Fucketh me dead. Yeah, I mean, both of those are insane, but, again, right, how many people are playing this deck on in the meta? You know, I'm going to take back what I said. This deck is trash and no one should play it. Okay, well, again, there's outliers when it comes to games, and this is the perfect example of... Yeah, of course. Sounds good. That sucks. He also hit my best burn, which is really, really annoying. He burnt the Thunderbringer. Pull Bob. Counter lifesteal. I even pulled a shit minion out of his hand. Feels bad. Well, he's most likely playing Reno Lock, so he has like one more answer or two more answers in an entire deck to this thing. Of course he had Bob. Of course he had Bob. Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna just call this one here, I think. Yeah, this is at the bottom of my deck. Okay, maybe, because this shuffles in, right? No, it just swaps, so never mind. Okay, maybe I can steal something insane from his deck. I figured he was Reno, but yeah, that's good. It doesn't shuffle, so... Look, I don't take back anything I said. In reality, I still think Big Shaman is one of those decks where... It is, okay. It is the epitome of an RNG deck. Because it takes so little skill. There's not an ounce of skill that really requires to play this deck. It purely comes down to draw RNG. And does your opponent have the kill spell? If your opponent has the kill spell, your matchup is a little harder. If your opponent doesn't, you win the game. Just straight up. And it's one of those things where because the meta is so fast, very few decks actually have a tech for a 416, right? If you go this plus this on turn 3 or 4, GG. Like, straight up your opponent concedes. Like, I can't count the amount of time. I'm playing against Control, right? And I go, turn 3, coin, Ancestral Call, pull Walking Mountain, pull some decent man out of his hand, give an Ancestral Spirit, kills guy, pass. It's like, what are they going to do? Kill it? Okay, you kill it. I now play a Rockbiter Weapon and kill you. You don't kill it, you take 16. If I don't have a buff. If I have a buff, you're dead, right? 28 damage out of hand with a Rockbiter. So, because nobody has tech to deal with it, and you can get so far ahead so early on, I think that this is one of the, if not the strongest decks of the meta, but no one plays it because it's, while I enjoy it, it's not a deck for everyone. I think if you're really interested in really easy, fast wins, this is probably your best bet because, again, in the 6 games we played, I won 4 without ever really using my brain. I never really had to think about my plays, maybe once or twice. The 2 games I lost, first one, I dredge on turn 1, he hits me with the burn spell to burn it. I dredge 3 turns later, he hits me with the Nosferatu. Cool, the 1 game I lost. The other one, he had double protection spell into a combo to wipe my board and wipe my mana. Like, right? So you can see how if my draw was 1 turn faster in the game against the Rogue, I won the game. Against the Warlock, if he missed on either of those 2 spells, I'm pretty sure I won the game. So, all that to say, basically, is you have the cards, give it a shot. You're missing something small, I'd say craft it, give it a shot. Even if you have everything and used to like Big Priest, give it a shot, because it's very, very similar playstyle. Instead of you using Shadow Essence, you're using Muckmorpher, right? And you're pulling super strong minions. Instead of... I guess you don't really have a replacement for Ancestral Call in that deck, but you have Ancestral Call, which also acts like a mini Dirty Res if you're playing its combo, right? If I would have hit it against the Rogue, I pulled Scabs out of his hand, or I pulled Sonya out of his hand, and all of a sudden his deck does fuck all. So, all that to say, give Big Shaman a chance, and I think you guys would be genuinely surprised with how well the deck does. I think it does good at any elo. I've hit Legend a couple times with this deck, and it's like, you know, 8 out of 10 games are wins. You know, it's a really good win rate. So, yeah. I know some people are gonna say like, oh, if it's such a good win rate and it's such a good deck, how did you lose games? I just explained to you the odd anomaly of both games I just lost, where they had so much shit go right for them that it is what it is. And yeah, again, I don't want to take anything away from the players who beat me. I think that rogue deck was super, super cool. But if he didn't have if he was missing one evasion, he lost the game. If he was one turn slower, he lost the game. If I was one turn faster, he had lost the game. Again, I'm not going to deny any of the facts. Yes, that's a lot of ifs. But it was also, if you want to put it another way, if you have hit all your minion draw, and if you hit double protection spell, you could beat the deck. And if they miss on Ancestral Call, right? Like, there's 3 ifs on both sides. Some people are only going to view the size of, okay, well, your deck is bad, you have so many ifs to win, but he also had so many ifs to win, so, hey, it is what it is. I still think this deck is beyond busted, and if this deck was played more, I think it would be a matter of time till Fairy Tale Forest, Muckmorpher, or Ancestral Call got nerfed. Those 3 cards are absurd, or even maybe Gavel. If they just want to hit this deck, it'd be Gavel. Because this would also hit Shudder. I guess Ancestral Call would only hit this deck as well. Same thing with Muckmorpher, but I'd probably say Gavel. Gavel speeds you up by 1 turn, which is really, really huge. Anyways, that's all I have to say. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Even my little rant at the end and my story of me almost dying. Anyways, with all that being said, hope you guys all enjoyed. Again, if you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!